SMOK's back! They're back, and they're back with their newest tank, and it's called the TFV12 Prince. That's right, all these freaking names. SMOK, you're getting to me now. You're definitely getting to me. First, you had the Cloud Beast King. Okay, I don't know why you call this thing the Prince. This thing is supposed to be better than the Cloud Beast King, right? You got the King up here, and then you got the Prince down here. What the fart? That's like a downgrade, okay? Are you running out of names to come up with? Seriously. That being said, the Prince, it's like the Cloud Beast King, but it's better. You got upgrades. So if you were a big fan of the Cloud Beast King, I think you're gonna like this Prince. First of all, she comes with 3 coil heads. 3 coil heads with a tank. That's a big pro in my opinion. Puberty! She's got easy peasy top fill, and this upgrade has got a top fill that you can lock and you can unlock. You press the button, swivels out, okay, you fill it up, you press the button, it locks into place. That's huge from the old tanks. The old tanks, I had issues with the swivels kind of coming out and sticking out, okay? And because of that, you may have leaking issues. With the older versions, with this one, you don't have to worry about the sucker leaking because you have that top fill that clicks into place, that locks into place, that you can unlock and lock. Big pro. It comes with a resin drip tip, a resin cobra pattern drip tip. You got different color options with drip tips. You got different color options with your tanks. This is the gold version. You could choose rainbow, blue, red, green, stainless, purple, blue. Did I say blue? Yeah, I did. You got 8 different color options, an array of colors, which is cool as hell. She comes in bubble mode, and in bubble mode, you get 8 mils of juice in here. 8 mils! But you can also vape this thing in 5 mil mode. It comes with a 5 mil straight tube. But I like it in bubble mode. Looks different. I don't think it looks bad at all. 25 millimeter at the base, and in the center, 28 millimeter. Back to the coil heads, okay? You get 3 of them, right? I'm rocking the 0.4. 0.4 ohm coil head. And they rate it 40 to 100 watts. And I'm gonna go ahead and state this. SMOK, quit fucking overrating your coil heads. Stop doing that. You're rating them too damn high. You're not gonna be able to get 100 watts out of this 0.4 ohm coil head. I'm rocking 50-50 juice in here, guys. Now, the good thing is, that's a thin juice. And I'm not getting any gurgling. I'm not getting any spit back. And it wicks good. But it doesn't wick good with the way that you guys rate it. SMOK, I'm talking to you. 100 watts of this 0.4 ohm coil head, you're gonna get dry hits all damn day. Do you do it on freaking purpose? Do you want people to burn their coils out so they have to go out and buy more? Come on, SMOK. I'm done with this fucking overrating your coil heads. Stop it. But that being said, the 0.4 ohm coil head, the way that I've been vapes a treat. 58.5 watts is what I've been vaping this sucker at. And that's with the 50-50 juice. So it's like a 70 VG, 30 PG, which is what I think this tank is meant for. With the 0.4 ohm coil head, I'll vapor at like 50 watts. But yeah, 58.5 watts. Got the airflow about halfway open. You guys know the drill. And it's mint, man. Now, if I go over like 65 watts with this 0.4 ohm coil head, even with the 50-50 blend, I start getting dry hits. Flavor with the 0.4 ohm coil head is nice. It's not the best I've ever had, but it's definitely better than the other 2 coil heads. Now, the other 2 coil heads, what's so good about this tank, those are much lower resistance. You get a 0.12 and you get a 0.15. And with the 0.12, they rated like, what, up to 150 watts or something? 120 watts? And you could do that with those coil heads. They're not overrating those. But with the 0.12 and the 0.15, those are meant for the cloud chasers, the airflow chuckers, and the good flavor chuckers. But the flavor off those coil heads isn't as good as the flavor off these. This is good, solid flavor. Now, is it as good as something like the Arco 2 tank that I just reviewed? No, not even close, but it's solid. Anybody who's been enjoying the TFV12 Cloud Beast or the Baby Beast or the Big Baby Beast, you're gonna like it. And you still get good vapor. And again, that's 50-50 juice I got in here. Let me show you. I mean, that's solid. Solid dense clouds for 50-50 juice. I'm gonna close off the airflow. Ooh, yeah, flavor jumps, baby. So yeah, that's another pro for this device. The fact that SMOK offers different variables for this tank, for the cloud chasers, the cloud chuckers, or the flavor chuckers. Having 3 coil heads, in my opinion, for a tank, that's huge. Most Subohm tanks don't come with 3 coil heads. Like I said, she's 25 millimeter at the base, and it looks to tits on all the mods that I own. Sits flush. Looks sick as tits on this Jeep Rib 2, baby. Just like the TFV12 Cloud Beast King, this thing has a ton of airflow. Here she is wide open. I mean, she's loud, but she is nice and swooshy and smooth, and you get tons of airflow, like I said. Okay, now I'm gonna close her off halfway. Ooh, that's good. That's my sweet spot right there. Maybe a little bit more, Yeah, right there. Maybe that's like a little bit more open than quarter of the way. Now, when you start closing off a quarter of the way, you're gonna get a little whistle. Little bit of a whistle. But you have digging the airflow, you get tons of it. Alrighty, so here's the packaging for this SMOK TFV12 Prince tank. And of course, inside that packaging, you're going to receive your TFV12 Prince tank. Comes with a 5 mil straight glass tube option. You get 2 extra coil heads. Comes with a baggie of extra O-rings and an extra gasket. You get this quality control card. And last but not least, a TFV12 Prince user manual. So here she is, boys and girls, the TFV12 Prince. That's what you guys have been waiting for, right? She's primarily made of stainless steel. 25 millimeter in width at the base. In the center, 28 millimeter in width. And then in length, she's 57 millimeter. Like I said, primarily made of stainless steel. Now, there's 8 different different color options. I've received 2 of them. I got the gold one, and here is the rainbow version. Like I said, 2 different color options that I've received personally, but there's 8 total. You could choose black, green, gold like I just showed you, blue, red, stainless, rainbow like you guys see right here, or purple. And here she is in 5mm mode with that straight glass tube. So you can run this bad boy in 5mm mode with a straight glass tube like I just mentioned, or you can run this bad boy in 8mm bubble mode. At the base, she's got a protruding 510 pin. Threads are nice and smooth. She says designed by SMOK. She's got dual bottom adjustable airflow, big old slots. Grab a hold of the airflow ring. She stops in one direction, stops in the other. Perfect amount of restrictiveness. Whatever you adjust on this side is going to be the same as on this side. So with each TFV12 print, you're going to receive a different color Cobra pattern resin drip tip. Cobra pattern, baby. Do I think it's kind of over the top? I think it's a little much, but she's a pretty drip tip. And like I said, resin. And she's a tight fit. Oh, she's a tight fit. Dual O-ring at the base. But I'm a big fan of these resin drip tips, guys. And like I said, man, super duper tight. I mean, she's not going anywhere, and she sits flush. And look at this button right here. It's your release button. So you press this, it releases it, and then you can fill her up. Now, I wish they'd have made this slot, this fill slot, bigger. I want to be able to pour my juice in. I don't want to have to rely on having one of those little thin squirters. But when you're done filling her up, you just close her, push down this button, and push down, and it locks into place. Great feature. Love this button because it keeps it secure. It's not going anywhere. Unscrew the tank. There she is, the bubble tank. And this is right out of the packaging, guys. Everything is super clean. And the coil head that comes pre-installed into this tank is the Q4. 0.4 ohm coil head, recommended vape 40 to 100 watts. They say it vapes at its best between 60 and 80 watts. There's your feed slots. You got your organic cotton, as you guys can see. And it's a big old macro coil with a lot of cotton. So here's another coil that comes with this. This is the 0.12, and this is called the T10. You got your feed slots, use organic cotton, 60 to 120 watts recommended. They say it vapes at its best between 80 and 110 watts. So you got 4 coils, or 4 openings. Next coil you're going to receive with this kit, the X6. 0.15 ohm, 50 to 120 watts recommended. They say it vapes at its best between 80 and 100 watts. You got your feed slots, uses organic cotton, 2 coils, triple parallel, that's what it looks like. So today in this video, I'm going to be using the 0.4 ohm coil head just to show you how much vapor that she can chuck. To me, this coil head gives me the best flavor out of the bunch, but less vapor. But I'm going to show you how much vapor she could chuck. I mean, it's not a small amount. Let me put it to you like that. So I'm going to go ahead and prime her up. And the tolerances for this, the threads, how everything goes together, great. Now we got to fill this bad boy up. Push this button in, open it right up. Close it, push the button in, push down, and she locks into place. Open up that airflow, and it's time to chuck tits. So check it out. Here's the Prince tank on this G-Priv2. Looking titties. Looking titties. Looking sick as titties. That's what I mean. Okay, but look at this. You got these scratches and scuffs. We'll get into that. That's all about the mod. But this Prince tank, oh, she looks the tits. Sitting flush, no overhang. Looks great on pretty much all the mods. All the current mods I screw this bad boy onto. The bubble tank kind of takes it over the edge a little bit, but you know what? I want 8 mils of juice. So yeah, digging the Prince on this G-Priv2. Now, to the G-Priv2, I already reviewed this. Love this mod. Actually got 2 gold versions. This one, I let a buddy of mine borrow. He's a construction worker. He took this out for a week, and look at it. You got scuffs, scratches. And I want to show you this because I'm a reviewer. I got to be real with you guys. The paint ain't gonna last if you're working in construction or you're outside, you're just beating on your stuff. And my buddy that just borrowed this mod, he owns 20 other mods from 20 different companies, and he stripped the paint off all those mods. And he told me having this thing for a week on the site, outside, in construction, actually looks pretty darn well for what he does. That's what he told me. But still, just know this. If you're gonna be beating on your mods, this paint ain't gonna last. So there's 3 cons that I found for this tank. The first one I already mentioned, the 0.4 ohm coil head, it's overrated. Second con, top fill, love the swivel lock and the swivel unlock. But the top fill slot in there, where that gasket is, it needs to be longer and it needs to be wider. That may be subjective. And then the last con, and this is not even a con to me, this isn't 810 drip tip compatible. Now the drip tip that comes with this, these resin tips, I like them a lot, but it's not 810 drip tip compatible. And that may be a con to some of you guys. That's it. Those are the only 3 cons that I can come up with for this device. Price point. 40 bucks is what I'm seeing online. The average price is. I'll post links down in the description of the sites that I know of that are credible, that are selling this Mamma Jamma right now. Now, one of the big questions, the big answer of the day, which vapor do I recommend this to? This right here, this Prince tank is meant for that vapor that's loving their Cloud Beast King, that wants something that's upgradable. This tank right here is meant for that vapor looking for different variables, okay? That mid-range wattage vape experience all the way up to the cloud chucking vape experience. You're looking for all that and all the stuff that I just mentioned in this video? Well, then get this Mamma Jamma. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, liked it, found it entertaining and helpful. If you did like this video, well then please like it down below and share it for all your friends to see. And if you want to see more of me, subscribe for more. This is Rip Trippers, and remember, smoking is dead. Vaping is the future, and the future is now.